What a beautiful day it is at the Vale this morning. Some of the boys are out for some post-training yoga, but I spoke to Malky like I do every Thursday ahead of this Sunday's first home game against Man City. So we are one game down, not in the relegation zone, so I guess this season is going to be quite important to extract the positives wherever possible.
Yeah, very much so. We're under no illusions as to the difficulty of the task this season. But the end goal is the exact same. It doesn't change through the whole season. There are going to be weeks where we're disappointed. There's going to be weeks where we have good weeks. But as a manager, it's something that I've learned over the last few years in terms of making sure that when wins happen, you never get too carried away, and when defeats happen, you look at why they've happened, but you never get too low either, because I'm the one that's charged with making sure that our plan is followed through all season, and the people that are here and are around me and our players are positive about our football club. And as I said, there's an awful lot of games to go in the season, and we know our end game.
I suppose it goes to stress how vital it is to seize those 3 points at home wherever possible, really. Very
much so. It's about trying to make sure that at home you become a team that's difficult to play against, and our fans become that 12th man, and we look a team that are formidable at home.
Looking ahead to Sunday now, Manchester City, massive favourites to take that title this season. It's a huge first home test for Cardiff City.
Very much so. Very much so. I watched them on Monday night, obviously, and they were scintillating. And obviously, for vast periods of the game, Newcastle were down to 10 men. But you look at the quality of the team, and they're one of the top teams in Britain, one of the top teams in Europe, arguably, with the players they've got. So we're under again no illusions of the task at hand and how difficult the weekend is going to be. We're really looking forward to it, relishing our first home game in the Premier League, and I'm sure the stadium will be rocking as Manchester City come down.
From the players' point of view, is it a mental block to know that you're going to be going up against the likes of Navas, Aguero, Toure? I mean, they're big names.
Yeah, they are, but what I've said to the players before, and I look at most of them, we've got international footballers here, and we've also got guys that have prepared well for the Carling Cup final 18 months ago against Liverpool in front of 90,000 people. So, and had the expectation of our city on them for the last 6-9 months in terms of being top of the league and the expectation of promotion. So they've been under pressures and stresses before, and most of them know how to deal with that.
Andrew Taylor is available for selection.
Yeah, good to get him back in again. Andy's one of my senior players, and he's someone that was a model of consistency last season. It's good to get another experienced player back into the squad again, and I'd have to say that young Declan John came in and acquitted himself very, very well, and it's a huge bonus for me to see him go in, and the belief that I had in him is founded in terms of the way that he handled himself on Sunday, and as I said, he's a real potential now in terms of what Cardiff City player coming through. But it'll be good to get Andrew back.
How about Cornelius? How's he looking after his injury?
Yeah, I mean he's been involved in training this week. It maybe came just a week too early for him to be involved, but he's done a lot of training with the group this week, so he'll be involved certainly in the squad for the weekend.
This week you do have a midweek game against Accrington.
Yeah.
How are you looking to approach that game?
Well, we're looking to win that game. Last season, I think it's fair to say that our focus was on the league and only the league. We had such a great run the year before to the Carling Cup final, but last season the one focus that I had was being promoted, and I think that was seen in both cup competitions in terms of the teams. But we're playing Accrington, and we're going up there and we're going to try and win the game. Absolutely, there'll be some freshening up of the team, but because obviously the game's on the Sunday beforehand, and we've a game the following Saturday. But no, we're going up there to try and win. It'll be a tough game for us, but we're going to try and beat Accrington.
Now, you have said you are still chasing players. Big question on everybody's lips. Are you any closer to signing anybody?
Yeah, we've got 2 or 3 plates spinning at the moment, and there will be probably right up to September 2nd. Sometimes it's not as easy to to do quick deals as others, and you know there's players that we've been looking at for a period of time, and there's other ones that came up that are of interest as well quickly. So we certainly hope that in the next 10 days we manage to do some business.
Youngster Declan John spoke to us about the gaffer's confidence in his ability to step up to the Premier League.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've always been confident in myself as a person and on the pitch, but it's always nice to see that the gaffer is obviously taken some light to me and he's given me a chance to play, even though I'm still young. I'm just turned 18, but it seems that he's got a lot of faith in me to do well.
Some big Premier League games coming up now. You'll hope to be involved, of course. They don't get any easier, starting with Man City.
Well, Man City at home, it's a tough one. I mean, obviously we had West Ham, we hopefully thought that we'd come away with the win from that game, but Man City at home, especially from the first game they just played, they won 4-0, so it's going to be a tough test.
A huge congratulations is in order to Cardiff City women's team as they spent 9 days out in Bosnia competing in the group stages of the UEFA Champions League. They faced some tough opposition in host teams Sarajevo, NSA Sofia and Konak, but the experience was great and a massive learning curve for the girls. A further extension of congratulations to Lauren Price, Lauren Hancock, Amy Waffan and Kelly Bourne of our women's team, who have been selected to represent Wales at the Under-19 European Championships to be held in Wales later this week. More silverware came to the club earlier this summer as our futsal scholars were successful in both League 3 and 4 national finals. They think with their feet and they work with their feet, so a special thank you extended to first team physiotherapist Adam Rattenbury, who secured a second-year deal with Ace Chiropodists. In light of Manchester City visiting Cardiff City this Sunday, you've guessed it, this week's quiz theme is cities around the world. And credit where it's due, the boys aren't too shabby with their geographical knowledge. What's the largest city in the UK?
London.
In the UK?
In the UK.
That's obviously London.
Obviously. How about the smallest then? You quite certain on that one?
Smallest is a city? Swansea?
Llandaff.
St. David's. Where you got Llandaff from?
Oh, no, I just made it up.
However, can you name a city in Cardiff?
Llandaff.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
Llandaff.
And what's the richest city in the world?
New York. London.
That's easy. Tokyo.
Tokyo!
Tokyo.
Do you know how much Tokyo's worth by any chance?
Yeah, about 1.5 billion.
Well, look at this. Brains and skill, who would have thought? The Rockefeller Centre.
New York.
New York.
New York.
It is indeed. Can you tell me, in which city will you find La Sagrada Familia? I'll get it. And what's your favourite city that you've ever visited?
That's London.
I got 3 that I love.
Okay.
I love London.
Really?
Yeah, I lived there, so I loved it.
Didn't know the Tower Bridge was in London, though, did you?
I got it there, didn't I? You know? I thought
Yeah.
I did a bit. Paris I adore.
Yeah?
But probably give me the choice of every city, it'd be New York.
Oh, wow. Been to a few. I'd go with Rome.
Florence.
Why is that?
I went to university there for a year and
Nice.
met my wife there and had a fantastic year. It's a tremendously beautiful place and good food, good weather. A very good time I had there.
Because I'm from Copenhagen and it's almost the same. It's in London. There's a bit more rush, but it's good to be in a big city. I like that.